Recording. Okay, so my goal with this whole meeting, which is me and you, which is okay, was to kind of talk about how to attract coaches who are actually going to like do something with it, and evaluating like the people who have joined or why did you join, type of thing. So I had mentioned that Jeff Hill had shared something recently. It was off of someone saying that volume is low, recruiting is low. I've seen lots of conversations about this topic and that I recognize there's highs and lows, but something else has shifted. So that's where she was she's came at it from, I'm a problem solver. I'm not just trying to make excuses or announce that there's a problem, but trying to figure out what it is that's changed. So then Jeff Hill, this was his response, that there are a number of posts, this could be added to, on the reasons for lower volume, but I'll share my observations and a solution. There's a shifting puzzle we need to figure out and execute against. We can discuss products, seasonality, timing, systems, Facebook recognition, awards, and other very legitimate topics as contributing causes, all real and need to be considered. It's like a stew with lots of ingredients. We are considering all of these and the role they play and how to course correct. I believe there's a bigger issue at play we need to address. Wait for it. I may not say this as completely or as accurately as I'd like, but you'll get my drift and perhaps beg to differ. As we track the business, cancels, lower retention, average length of stay, number of challenge packs being sold to coaches versus customers, number of what appears to be discount coaches, treating people like a coach when they really just want to be a customer, understanding the evolving challenge group focus and makeup, the emphasis on Success Club points, which we contribute to, versus truly helping people and more. It's clear there has been a shift in focus, and we are experiencing some of the unintended consequences of that shift. The growing trend has been to focus more on coach acquisition to support the business rank advancement and bonus pool qualification than to create a fitness results-oriented environment. Example, challenge groups where people come in as customers who want an environment and support to get results, become enthusiasts, advocates, and then some become productive coaches because of the belief they have developed because of their experiences with their products, with our products. Those who chose not to become coaches stayed longer as loyal customers because they found value in the products. And yes, some came in because of the business too, which is great, but most were real product advocates. Yet that subtle shift on coach acquisition is having an impact on our business, and unless we course correct, very doable, fixing all the other stuff won't matter because we will have altered the DNA and culture of our business as we will have become a money deal like the others that burn and churn. So then he says, no way, and please don't misinterpret this as me saying the business side of this is bad, not at all. But it is the product that creates the opportunity, not the opportunity that sells the product in the long-term value-based business, which I believe we are and want to remain. If people come in just for money and they haven't experienced the value in our products, when the money doesn't materialize, they'll leave because they have loyalty to nothing else. That's a bad deal. Don't get me wrong, they were well intended, but resulted in misdirection that we will need to course correct. So then he just goes on to say, so we need to recenter ourselves and get back to the true north, creating real value and results. That's peer support, part of our formula. We initially created tremendous momentum in our business when we locked in on challenge groups that were dedicated to really helping others, not just using them as coach, filter, or funnel. This post is too long already, but as we, corporate, examine all the other issues, I challenge you to reevaluate your intended I looked away for 2 seconds. Your intent and practice of how you're introducing, treating, supporting, and creating real value for your people. What your challenge groups are really intended to organize to do. And then realign where you need to. Shortcuts in business usually lead to short-term results, and if you shortcut those you introduce to the business, they will probably be short-term. I believe all of us had our lives and others impacted in a very positive way, and hopefully we are here for the long play. The assumption is key because if it's true, it imposes certain responsibilities on each of us, me too, to course correct and do the necessary things to ensure the future. The other points I'll make is this: our responsibility as a leadership team is to provide the most rewarding opportunity possible and do so in a way that preserves the long-term integrity and health of the business as we provide solutions that help people enhance their health, fitness, and well-being. That's what drives both short and long-term decisions. Not everyone is going to agree. There are different perspectives, and what we do may not always align with individual interests, but again, our role is to protect the overall good. The good news: this is our DNA. It's our core. It will take some effort, but with work, it will be worth it. I'm going to my guitar lesson. I am not going to my guitar lesson. Katie, that was from Jeff Hill, who's one of the corporate people, in response to someone posting on one of the leadership walls about feeling like there's a shift in the business, that things have changed over the years. What was once somewhat easy to find customers and coaches now isn't as easy, and people aren't sticking with it as long-term as they once did. So basically, at the core of what he's saying is that because so much of the recognition has changed to be around coaches and having successful coaches under you, therefore coaches have changed their way of running their business, focusing more on just getting coaches and not so much customers. And I'm not saying that's true of any of us specifically, just a thought. And how if you cut out having people first experience challenge groups and first experience getting true results and falling in love with and believing in the products, they tend to not stay in the business as long if they don't get immediate success. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I can definitely see how that could be a factor. It seems like I've had several coaches dropping out, and I think it's because they're not as seasoned with the program, and they're not getting those initial sales right off the bat because they don't know how to speak about the products that well. I think it's just a guess.
Right. And that's all really we can do, like, because we don't know exactly what they're doing and what they're feeling and all of that. But yeah, I mean, you did programs from you started in January with me, and you didn't become a coach until July. So you'd had a pretty solid foundation of your own experience prior to joining, which I think does make a difference in the long haul because you believe in the benefit for yourself, even when you don't always have the success of having sales and coaches and all of that stuff. Like, you still want to do it for you.
Yeah, because when I became a coach, I could show real progress.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just, I'm starting this new thing, join me. It was, I did this, look what happened.
Yeah. And it does make it a little easier, I think, when you're showing your own results versus having to rely on other people's results.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking about it. I mean, the majority of coaches, my personally sponsored coaches, for the most part, completed at least one challenge group, if not multiple, before joining. The only coach I've ever had join that never had been in a challenge group has not done anything with the business. Mm. So for me,
confirms.
Yeah, for me, it's like, okay, my focus needs to be getting back into challenge groups and making them something that people can really find helpful and get results from and get excited about it and help them get those results before I even bring up the opportunity. Like, wait until they've gotten results and they're excited about it on their own and they're already starting to share, just because that's what you do when you find something that works. And then say, hey, you've gotten awesome results. You're already talking about this. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And these are the different ways you can do that and stuff, instead of pushing like, hey, you joined 2 days ago and you responded to both posts in my challenge group. You'd make an awesome coach. Like, that kind of does sound desperate when you think about it. But I've been there before. So that's what my focus is. That, and again, identifying who your target audience is. Like, not that I would help anyone that wants to, but I'm going to relate to certain people more than I am to other people.
Sure.
So like right now in this new season of life of being a mom, I decided, hey, I'm going to do this challenge group that's focused around moms. It's not necessarily you just had a baby. It's you're a mom, whether it's a month-old or a 5-year-old or a 20-year-old, and let's support each other in that, that season of you're a mom type of thing. And it hasn't been as successful as I had hoped that it would be. As far as getting people to sign up, I think I have 3 people. I'm waiting for the last one to purchase. She tried on Saturday, but there was a glitch. But I did have a lot of people interested at least, and either they just couldn't afford it at this time, or they decided that I had a couple people who aren't cleared from their doctors yet because they've had babies recently. So I'm hoping in August they'll be ready to join. But even just getting people interested again, because it had been a while since I posted a challenge group invite on my Facebook wall and actually had people messaging me about more info. Mm-hmm. More than me inviting people and following up with people and all of that to get some sales. So for me, that was kind of encouraging. Like, I think I'm on the right track again, reaching an audience that wants this help, that needs this help, and that I can relate to. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where I'm going, and hopefully helping them get some great results. And whether that means they become a coach or, their friends will see the results they got and they might decide to join me in a future challenge group. Like, there's so many ways that you can benefit from a customer getting great results. Not just turning a coach, but, a continued Shakeology user or referrals, or just having, sometimes they'll let you use their progress pictures and stuff. So that is cool too. That, and my goal is to nail this comeback, doing 21-day fix starting July 5th. So it'll be nice to have some before and after pictures that are recent, because I haven't had any since before I got pregnant.
Yes.
So that's where I'm focusing, I guess, trying to create challenge groups that are helpful, that are being participated in, that are getting people results. And I know Laura has said that too. I'm not sure if she said it in Moxie or if it's just been in the leadership group, but that's where her focus is too, like really helping clients get results, and not just, here's my posts, and if you don't comment and you don't do anything, well, that's on you, because this is what I'm offering. But really, like, digging deeper and figuring out how can we really help our customers. So that's what I'm doing.
Sounds good. Yeah, in my experience, when I've had to kind of like keep nudging somebody through the process of, they say they're interested, but then they don't reply, and I have to say, hey, are you still interested? And if I have to go through that a bunch of times and they end up finally ordering, I find those people don't follow through. They don't finish the challenge group. They don't stick with it because they don't have that fire. If they were really that eager to do this, they would be like, oh yeah, let me look at that. I'm ordering it, and if I have to prod them
they're probably not ready. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I need to try and, like you say, get some more interest from my posts. So that's where I've been focusing my efforts, is in posting more to try and get some organic interest, if you will.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. And finding that balance of sharing, sharing workout pictures or meals or a tip, something you learned, whatever, I think is good. I had talked with Jake yesterday. I think I mentioned to him that to get more organic interest, I was thinking of, I see on Pinterest, like baby wearing workouts that you can do, or with a jogging stroller or at the park. And so I thought over the next few months I might create some of my own and share those. So, you know, it's not a Beachbody thing, but it's showing people that this is that it's a lifestyle. Like, it's not just I hit play in the morning and then go on and don't do anything active the rest of the day or whatever.
Right.
And something that's helpful, and it just opens up the door for conversation and interest, and then being able to share, you know, I do these things, but I found that these programs are helpful because they have a calendar. It's all laid out for you. It's, you know, created by a trainer who knows, do this workout on this day and follow it the next day with this workout and all of that, which I don't have that training. Like, I can't give that to someone because I would have to go take classes or whatever. I don't know how to do that. So yeah, that's one thing. And that's another thing Laura has mentioned recently, is offering, you know, figuring out what your audience, how they relate to you, what things they can connect with you, and then finding ways to offer free stuff to them just to build trust, to build a relationship, to build whatever. And it doesn't even have to be health and fitness related. I know she recently created a summer mom camp thing for her son. So it was like a day-to-day schedule of what she was going to do with her 2 boys while they're home for the summer. And so she didn't just share it on Facebook or whatever. She shared that she'd be willing to send people the document if they wanted. So then I think she was gathering emails and stuff. So now she has those that she can send out other stuff if she wants. So you can be creative with all sorts of things. Just figuring out what it is that people would be interested in, what you can offer, I guess. I thought too, we're moving on Wednesday to a house, which will be nice, because we live in a studio apartment right now, all 3 of us. That's special. And I was thinking too, it would be fun, like with the Facebook Live app now, like we love to grill. And so doing some live grilling, like just sharing some tips or what's on my grill, what am I making for dinner? And it doesn't have to be long or perfect or rehearsed or anything, but just fun things that people can, you know, different ways to get people's attention and share stuff with. So I haven't really used the whole live thing very much, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I did a couple of little things. I joked about going live while I was having Toby, but I was kidding about that. It wasn't even a thought come time to actually do that. And then we were going to go live with his name, but I think we were so tired. It was like, no, let's just post it.
Yeah.
Yep. So anything else you guys want to chat about, or any questions you have or thoughts or?
Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, another thing to be thinking of is end of July. I'm assuming for the regular public, it will probably be the beginning of August. The new program by Autumn.
Yeah.
Which I know you're getting certified to do, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But just like prepping audience, like I don't always take advantage of a launch, but that can be huge. You know, plan on August. You probably wouldn't want to start until the middle of August just because of when the program will come out. But doing a challenge group that's everyone's doing that program, that's always kind of fun to.
Yeah, that was something I was planning.
Yeah. And then just thinking of people who seem like that might be something that they would actually be interested in doing. Maybe they're not the typical workout person, but something like that would be.
I have a few people who have said, let me know when that's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Yeah, I did last year with Size, and a few of them actually did follow through and they got the program and stuff. So that was nice.
Yeah, and I think some of the people that I have that are currently using size are going to want to go to that because they've been using
Yeah,
it for a while.
just want something fresh and new.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I do appreciate that Beachbody is good about putting out new products several times every year. So either it's hitting a new market that we didn't have a product that would hit them before, or something to the next level that, people that have done this workout might like to do that one next type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is nice. Trying to think if there's anything else. June's almost over, which is crazy.
Yep.
And hey, is someone not going to Nashville from our team now?
Lori.
Lori's not.
And she earned it,
I know. I need to chat with her.
Yeah, I feel bad for her, but she has not been feeling well.
Yeah, her health has been an issue.
Yeah, she doesn't think she can handle the travel.
That's too bad.
It is. I'm really disappointed for her.
Yeah, I saw your post offering that you could do another person in your row. I was like, oh no, I think it was 3 of our girls, so who's not going?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So I am planning to do a get-together in August. Not anything like formal or anything, just like a barbecue or hangout, whatever. I need to ask my mom, though, what day would be good to do it on. And then I'll post about that because we should be up in New Hampshire. We'll fly up July 31st and then be there till the 9th or the 11th. I don't know which yet. We haven't booked our tickets.
Oh.
So thought it would be fun just to kind of
let me know
together any of the local coaches. Because that always, to me, makes a difference. Like just hanging out and chatting, and you get excited about things again if you weren't before.
Yeah.
So, yep. So I guess if that is all, I won't keep you guys on. I don't know if either of you are planning to do the Moxie call. Yeah. So that'll give you a few minutes to do something else in between.
Yep.